Hi guys, it's Darlene, and for this week's health and wellness topic, I'm going to be talking about emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, otherwise known as emotional quotient or EQ, is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in a positive way to relieve stress, communicate effectively, emphasize with others, overcome changes, and diffuse conflict. The roots of emotional intelligence. The theory of emotional intelligence was introduced by Peter Salovey and John D. Mayer in the 1990s and further developed and brought to the lay public by Daniel Goleman. The concept is also known as emotional quotient or EQ and has gained wide acceptance. Signs of emotional intelligence: getting along well with others and having interest in others. High emotional intelligent individuals have the ability to be active listeners and truly curious about others. They're often as comfortable talking with strangers as they are with friends and are adept at reading people, taking cues from body language and facial expressions. 2. Self-awareness of strengths and weaknesses. Goleman explains that star performers at work are successful because they know where they excel and as a result have strong self-confidence. At the same time, they aren't afraid of negative evaluations. Since they're in a continuous process of self-improvement, they actually seek out feedback regarding their blind spots and weaknesses. 3. Operation or operating with integrity. The key words here are trustworthiness and conscientiousness. A person with strong emotional intelligence in this area is highly ethical in business and relationships and take responsibilities for their actions. 4. Self-awareness of feelings. Emotionally intelligent people have a self-control when it comes to their feelings, especially anger or frustration. They're able to absorb their emotions in a detached manner and pinpoint the reason why they're upset. 5. Present focused. Rather than whine or complain about what's already happened or what's to come, an individual with strong emotional intelligence is solution focused and looking for what they can do in the moment to problem solve. 6. Self-motivated. According to Goleman, top performers in the workplace demonstrate motivational competencies that include a strong drive to achieve, a commitment to reaching goals that benefit the group, organization, and initiative, or optimism, which inspires individuals to seize opportunities as well as take setbacks or obstacles in stride. 7. Well-placed boundaries. Individuals with high emotional intelligence are skilled at assessing what is realistic in terms of the time and energy required for a task or project. They're aware of their limits and they know when to say no. You may feel you're strong in many emotional intelligent competencies, but notice weaknesses as well. The good news is that emotional intelligence scores improves as you address those weaknesses. Goleman says it starts with noticing a low emotional intelligence habit, having to desire to change it, then figuring out a way to counter the habit and put the new behavior in practice. How to cultivate emotional intelligence. Number 1, self-awareness. People who are self-aware understand their emotions, and because of this, they do not let their feelings rule them. They're confident because they trust their intuition and do not let their emotions get out of control. They're willing to be honest and take a look at themselves. They know their strengths and weaknesses, and they work in these areas so they can perform better. 2, self-regulation. This is the ability to control emotions and impulses. People who self-regulate typically don't allow themselves to become too angry or jealous, and they don't make impulsive, careless decisions. They think before they act. Motivation. People with a high degree of emotional intelligence are usually motivated. They're willing to defer immediate results for long-term success. They're highly productive, love a challenge, and are very effective in whatever they do. Empathy. This is perhaps the second most important element of emotional intelligence. Empathy is the ability to identify with and understand the wants, needs, and viewpoints of those around you. People with empathy are good at recognizing the feelings of others. even when those feelings may not be obvious. As a result, empathetic people are usually excellent at managing relationships, listening, and relating to others. They avoid stereotyping and judging too quickly, and they live their lives in an open, honest way. Social skills. It's usually easy to talk to and like people with good social skills. Another sign of high emotional intelligence. Those with strong social skills are typically team players. Rather than focus on their own success first, they help others develop the shine. They can manage disputes, are excellent communicators, and are masters at building and maintaining relationships. The ability to manage people and relationships is very important in all leaders. So developing and using your emotional intelligence can be a good way to show others the leader inside of you. The good news is that emotional intelligence can be learned and developed, as well as working on your skills in the 5 areas above. You can use the strategies. Observe how you react to people. Do not rush to judgment before you know all of the facts. Do you stereotype? Look honestly at how you think and interact with other people. Try to put yourself in their place and be more open and accepting of their perspectives and needs. Look at your work environment. Do you seek attention for your accomplishments? Humility can be a wonderful quality, and it doesn't mean that you're shy or lack self-confidence. When you practice humility, you can say that you know what you did, and you can be quietly confident about it. Give others a chance to shine. Put the focus on them and don't worry too much about getting praise for yourself. Do a self-evaluation. Try out an emotional intelligence quiz online. What are your weaknesses? Are you willing to accept that you're not perfect and that you could work on some areas to make yourself a better person? Have the courage to look at yourself honestly. It can change your life. Examine how you react to stressful situations. Do you become upset every time there's a delay or something doesn't happen the way you want it? Do you blame others or become angry at them, even when it's not their fault? The ability to stay calm and in control in difficult situations is highly valued. Keep your emotions under control when things go wrong. Take responsibility for your actions. If you hurt someone's feelings, apologize directly. Don't ignore what you did or avoid the person. People are usually more willing to forgive and forget if you make an honest attempt to make things right. Examine how your actions will affect others before you take those actions. If your decision will impact others, put yourself in their place. How will they feel if you do this? Would you want that experience? If you must take the action, how can you help others deal with the effects? Although regular intelligence is important to success in life, emotional intelligence is key in relating well to others and achieving your goals. Many people believe that it is at least as important as regular intelligence, and many people use emotional intelligence to improve their lives. Emotional intelligence is an awareness of your actions and feelings and how they affect those around you. It also means that you value others, listen to their wants and needs, and are able to empathize or identify with them on many different levels. Thank you for listening to this segment on health and wellness where we talked about emotional intelligence. Please remember to share and like our video as it helps with funding.